Guys, welcome to another episode on the Avid Aquatics channel. Welcome again to the Breeding for Profit series. I think we're up to episode 7 or 8 now. Doing good. We got babies in the tank. I'm pretty sure I've showed you. If I haven't, I apologize. There will be an update video very shortly on it. Yeah, we got babies, not a ton. The guppies don't seem to be huge feeders, huge breeders. I'm not sure, some of them may have been eaten. I noticed the babies in the morning, so they get some breeding boxes and stuff like that just to prevent possible parents eating them. So, but it is what it is the circle of life, unfortunately. So, what are we doing today anyway, on a positive note? Rapashi, there's the front of the bottle. Rapashi gel food. This is the first time I'm using this. Always wanted to use it. It's a lot of work, but I think when you're breeding fish, it's well worth it. So this is the spawn and grow Rapashi. Basically, it's a gel food. So you mix it in with water like you would jelly or jello if you're American. And then you put it in, it stays water stable for a long time, which is perfect because you want the fish to be grazing on it. It's something you can leave in there and it's not going to, well, it will foul the water up, but it's not going to break down and stuff like that. You can just leave it in there all day, and that is what the plan is. So usually the approach is to, pardon me, just people put cubes of it in. I think we can do something better than that. I'm always into innovating and doing something new. So what I've done, you should all have these if you're a proper fish nerd. This is just normal fish hose and a suction cup. So the idea is the suction cup stays in the tank and then we replace these. So the idea is you put some Rapashi along here. You could do this with anything. You could put a solid piece and have a big piece if you've got a big tank and loads of fish. I think this is going to be plenty even when the tank is full of fish. For now, I'm just going to put a small drop on and then just put it in there. When it's all gone, I'll change it every day or every other day or whatever it is. Beautiful stuff with this is you put it in the fridge to keep it fresh and it'll last a couple of weeks, but you can put it in the freezer and it will last 6 months, they reckon, which is pretty awesome. So you mix it 3 parts water, 1 part powder, so it's just a fine dusty powder. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to mix it, and then on the next episode we'll be going through what I'm actually feeding on a daily basis. So today we're going to mix it. So what I've done, I've got a little Tupperware container and I've cut these all to length so they sit in here perfectly. So the idea is these all go in here. I just grab one of these in the morning or every other day, whatever it is, pop it on the suction cup, out of the freezer, put it in there straight out of the freezer. It's not gonna like hurt the fish if it's cold. It'll just last longer, give them something to play with and attack. So we're gonna mix some of this and I'm gonna show you what I'm on about. And obviously, as I said in the food video, I'll show you actually how I'm feeding everything. So the flake food, the live food, the Rapashi, frozen food is something I need to get some of, to be honest with you. So that doesn't fit in there. That's really annoying. They should really give you a scoop of this. It should be so much easier. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pour it in on there and hope for the best. So I'm just doing a teaspoon. Apparently it isn't like major if you go slightly over with the water or the powder. So I think that's roughly a teaspoon. Good enough. And then you want to use boiling water with it. So like when you're making jelly or something. So 1 part powder, 3 parts water. So you just put that in there. It's important to note, and I'll be quite frank with you and honest, Didn't read the label when I bought it. There's a disclaimer on the front of it. I'll read it out to you. This formula is high in fat and not suitable as a staple diet for most species. But it is like high protein and high fat to put on gains on your fish. Like, so as I said, I'm not going to feed a ton of it. If I do get on well with it, I'll probably get the Community Plus one as well and just alternate. To be honest, I want to put plenty. That's why I looked at the ingredients. I thought that's really good. I want to put lots of weight on the fish fast and stuff like that. So this was the one I picked. I didn't realise it actually said on the back, like, you can't feed this fish. But as I said, we're going to be feeding flake food, live food, so I think it'll be okay. So then you just mix it in and then into a gloop like that. Can't see it, Facebook. There we go. So into a gloop, and then the idea is you just keep mixing this, get all the powder. It's like, seriously, like, check the food out, go on their website and see what's in it, and it's like a list way longer than your arm and your leg. Is like full. I'm not sure on the other ones, but definitely this one. And I think the value for money, like 12 quid, you might think 12 pounds a lot of money for like this small container, but you think 4 times that, basically that's how much food you're getting for £12. So this is starting to thicken up and stick to the plastic. So what I'm going to do is just lie these down, these tubes on here. Like so. And then I'm going to just, yeah, it's definitely thickening up now. There's no, like, pretty sure I said it, but just reiterate, it's got to be boiling water for it to work, so keep that in mind. And at the minute there's not a lot of fish in there. There's 3 and the fry, so we're not putting a ton on there. We're just putting on enough just to keep them fed through the day. And I thought 1 teaspoon would be like, 4 teaspoons would be like plenty. Like, I wasn't sure if it would be enough, but this is loads. But as I said, I think it lasts in the tank for like 3 days, so even if you put too much in there, it's not going to matter too much. Because it lasts for 3 days, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Cleaned it out. Just spread this along all over it. Definitely isn't going to be pretty. You can put this on anything, like people put them on pleco caves and stuff like that. You can add stuff to it as well. That's a good point to make. Meds, if you're someone that likes putting meds in food, Vitamin, get some vitamins into the fish, or you can mix some fish food in with it, or some freeze-dried food if you want to just get more stuff in it. But basically that's what we got. It's not the prettiest thing, but that's going to work pretty good. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to clean this out, and then you will see me feeding this. I'm not going to wait for this to dry, because apparently it can take like half hour. So I'm not going to wait for this to dry. I'll just bore you to death. And you'll see me feeding this on the next video, yeah, of the Breeding for Profit tank, when I go through what I'm feeding every day and stuff like that. So if you want to see that, what we're feeding to get the fish breeding, get them fat up, and they're getting fat. I'm feeding them like a ton. I'm doing water change every week, so like big water changes every week as well. So I'm not worried about it. Water quality is pretty decent. So, and there's like a ton of plants in there. They're growing crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna put these to the side. tipped it. Clean this out. I'll put these all back in here, put them in the freezer, feed it tomorrow, and check us out on Instagram because you'll see me all the updates. So this video will come out way later than that, but you'll see me, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me feeding this tomorrow morning. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We put out a ton of content, especially on the stories. All the updates go on there. Check it out, it's worth it. And if you want to see the next episode of this series or any of the other series, like the skateboard series or the test series, which is stuff's really happening now. I'm really excited, really positive as well, what I thought it was going to come out as. So yeah, check it out, subscribe, hit the notification button, like this video if you're interested in more like this. 2 feeding videos straight off the bat. I will see you